What is going on, guys? It's a Scorpion HD here, and today I've got some Destiny Alpha gameplay for you guys. I recently took part in this alpha on the PlayStation 4. This took place not the past weekend, but the weekend before that, and in this video today I'm going to be talking a bit about my impressions and I guess my experience of the alpha. Before I go any further, I just want to apologise quickly for a brief hiccup in footage at around the 5th minute. This was a problem with the PVR, I think. I wasn't aware of it at the time of recording anyway, so yeah, I apologise for that, but apart from that, the footage should be as normal. Okay, so by this stage a lot of you know what Destiny is, what it's about, but just in case there's people that don't, Destiny is basically an MMORPG set in an open world. You can travel between planets in your own spaceship, stuff like that. It's being developed by Bungie, who developed the older Halo games and what some people think are the best Halo games. However, your opinion on that is a completely different matter. And it's coming out on September the 9th this year on basically all consoles, I think besides the Wii U, your PS4, Xbox One, PS3 and Xbox 360, and there's a possibility that this will make its way over to PC at some point, because Activision recently said that Destiny on PC was a natural fit, but with regard to it coming out this year on the PC, it's doubtful, seeing that nothing has been announced by this stage. Alright, so with this being an MMORPG, certain things are expected of it, I guess. One of these is a level system, and I can tell you, it's definitely there. You'll have seen it already, I think, maybe, and you will see it before the video ends. And it's visibly obvious, it tells you the enemy's level, if it's a CPU controlled enemy. Yeah, and I think it even does it for the players as well. It tells you everyone's level, and if you're of a lower level, then you're going to find it harder to beat them, obviously, and if they're a massively larger level than you, then obviously you're probably going to want to avoid them. So with that comes the assumption that this game is going to involve grinding, as people call it, or you have to grind your way through levels. I think that's kind of a fair assumption. However, Bungie have kind of give you alternatives, I guess, to that, because there is an online PvP multiplayer section of the game as well, which is kind of like Call of Duty or Battlefield, where it plunks you on the map with, I think it's like 24, maybe even 32 other players, and you just fight against them, and I think you can rank up your character that way as well, as opposed to grinding your way up in the open world. However, it is possible to do it both ways, and the open world's massive anyway, so I don't really think you'll have much difficulty, I guess, in getting through the levels, but if you do find yourself getting through them at a snail's pace, I guess, the PvP multiplayer is there. Or if you just enjoy PvP multiplayer, it's an extra section of the game for yourself, I guess. With regard to things like character customization, it's there as well. You'll have seen me open up the menu at an earlier stage of this video, and you'll see me flying around the little speeder bike as well. You can, change the way your character looks, buy different armor sets, buy different guns, which there are a lot of, and you can buy different ships, buy different speeders. There's a lot of stuff you can do, and there's a lot that this game has to offer with regards to customization. With guns, there is the way they've done this is pretty impressive. However, I admittedly had to turn it off because I found it quite annoying. The gun recoil in this game is emphasized quite a lot because of the controller vibration. Now, every time you fire, this is completely different to any other game I've ever experienced. A lot more than Battlefield, a lot more than Call of Duty or anything like that. The vibration it's extremely noticeable. Every time you fire a gun or whatever, a pulse of vibrations will come through the controller at matching the same pattern of the gun, obviously, so it makes firing things like automatic rifles like I was using here a lot harder, and the vibrations in some cases even make it harder to control that recoil, so I had to turn it off, obviously, and I imagine a lot of people will do that. However, it's a cool feature, and it definitely helps to immerse you within the game a lot more if you choose to keep it on. with this being an open world, it's one that definitely feels alive, I would say. Definitely in this alpha phase. Probably the best example, well, in my opinion, of an open world that felt really alive is probably Watch Dogs, which is out at the minute. I'm playing that at the minute, and I can already say, you know, the way you can walk about and look, you know, at people's history and stuff like that, and hack bank accounts, it really does make the open world feel alive. This is the case in Destiny, where, you know, you can basically be attacked by, you know, a surprise dropship full of hive or fallen soldiers. You know, at some point, say you and your friends could be walking along in the middle of nowhere, and a dropship just appears and attacks you. You know, you have to carry out a different objective or whatever to, you know, obviously destroy the dropship, but you have to prevent them maybe from attacking civilians and stuff like that, or reaching a certain point. You know, it's things like this that kind of add to the experience, and definitely have a positive impact on the game for me. Destiny was one of the standout games, I guess, at E3, not the past E3, but even E3 2013. So yeah, there's quite a lot of hype behind this game. I really want it to do well. I'm sure it will. It's kind of one of the big releases of this year, probably in with a shout for Game of the Year. So yeah, there's a lot expected of it, I think it's fair to say. However, based on this alpha, which, as I've already said, is an early version, an extremely early version of the game, I have no doubt that it will do that. I would honestly say, though, that the game is just greatly enhanced by playing it with friends. It's a lot better, definitely a lot more fun, and I think that was kind of something that they had, you know, imagined whenever they think of Destiny. It's better with friends, I would imagine. So yeah, I definitely think that this is something that, you know, it's better playing it cooperatively than it is on your own, even though you can do that. But yeah, my overall experience of the alpha was a positive one. I'm looking forward towards the beta phase now, which you know, will take place next month. June 17th, I believe, is the start. And yeah, if you're interested in that, then as I've already said, you can pre-order the game and get access to that. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please drop a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. There should be another Destiny video on Thursday, and yeah, cheers. Yeah.